I'm here with Kimberly Corban, Second Amendment advocate. Kimberly, how are we going, what are we looking at as far as our Second Amendment rights go over the course of the next 4 years, in your opinion?
Not just the next 4 years, but an entire term of presidency here is on the ballot this November. We have never been in a situation like this one where we have one open seat on the Supreme Court. But that's just one right now. We're looking at potentially 4 to 5 that could turn over during the next presidential term. If we lose those Supreme Court justices who are wishing to, or who abide by the Constitution and our governing documents as opposed to what is socially popular, we're going to lose all of our rights one by one, and it's piece by piece, just slowly enough that most of the Americans won't even understand what's happening.
That's a good point. So what is your recommendation for people? How do we move forward looking at this over the course of the next 4 years? How do we fight for those rights?
It sounds like a lot of people are really disheartened with the state of the political landscape right now, which is understandable because it's driven heavily by the media. But I think the more people that speak out about your individual stories, it's going to really make a bigger difference, because you may sit at home and think, well, I can't make a difference, or this isn't going to impact me, and well, why do I even bother voting this year? Some other guy or some other girl is going to win. It does matter. I am living proof that you don't have to have a story like mine to have a voice like mine, and every single person that I have met or talked to has a story that's just as important. It may not be the same type, but these are the things that make up our country and make it so wonderful, is that we have this unique diversity. But if we're just rolling over and hoping that our representatives are going to take care of us, you got another thing coming. It all comes down to personal responsibility. Hold your representatives accountable, but our Second Amendment rights are on the ballot this November.
They truly are. They truly are. And so there's a movement afoot, an Article 5 movement, especially in Convention of States project, to amend the Constitution so that the states and the people have more power over the federal government. Is that something that you feel like you could get on board with?
I think that limited government in any capacity is something that all people should look for. I'm a huge proponent of personal responsibility, and so the more limited government we have, the better. I think that the federal overreach is at an all-time high, and it's easy for me to say, oh, well, if you don't like what's happening, move states. It's not easy for a lot of people, and I think that I didn't know that I needed my rights, or that I should be paying attention to politics or legislators or anything like that, until it became a dire circumstance and my life was threatened. So to speak up and hopefully impact people that aren't victims yet, or know people, or hopefully can just spread the word, is really what I'm trying to do here. But the more we can limit that government and keep things smaller, especially if it's just with the state, the better it'll be.
Absolutely. Kimberly Corban, thank you so much for joining us at Convention of States. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.